It's seafood focused, a lot of beautiful fish. We have some direct sources that have gotten better over the years. What we try to do is get the fish right off the boat into our restaurant within 36 to 48 hours. We have lobster with the buffalo mozzarella with caviar, turbo and shrimp, and dayboat scallops from the East Coast. My son Philippe is the wine director and director of the restaurant. My wife Renee is the general manager. And my daughter Gaia, she just started. She's 8 years old and she folds the napkins. For me, it's a passion. I live and breathe what I do. Every day we're searching for the best products. Try to be gracious to everybody. Try to treat somebody like you would treat as if they're coming to your house. And hopefully don't spill anything on them.
So Elaine, you say that Oceanique always delivers. Tell us why you love this place so much.
Well, I discovered Oceanique in 1991, and it's for a very special occasion. It could be a birthday or a graduation or a promotion, but it's a place we frequent at least twice a year for special occasions. And being that it's in Evanston and you don't have to leave a suburb to get a wonderful French meal, hop over to Oceanique.
Now, you say it's special occasion. What makes it special occasion?
For me, a special occasion dinner would be really fine, quality food. And Mark is the proprietor, and he's also a chef. And he has a quality about his sauces that really gives you a flavor that you've never experienced anywhere else. He really knows how to mix herbs and spices, and it comes out with something really tasty.
All right. Well, Greg, how was your experience?
I had a pretty good time at Oceanique. I thought that all the fish was perfectly prepared. My only complaint was that I wasn't blown away by any one dish. Like, perfectly cooked fish is awesome. It's better than not perfectly cooked. But I just didn't get any like new flavor profiles that like truly blew my mind away. I think they definitely know what they're doing, and I think that the kitchen staff was great. The wait staff, the service was absolutely phenomenal. For me, I would have liked to have seen a little more oomph with the flavors.
Now, you actually got particularly lucky because the time we asked you to go, they ran a deal on one of the deal sites.
One of the online coupon sites ran a deal that was for a 5-course menu for, I think, $40. Oh. And you could upgrade for $15 to the tasting menu. So that was a great value there, and it really allowed me to get a nicer glass of wine than I had intended upon getting when I got there.
Yeah. So, I mean, did this add to your experience?
Definitely added to my experience. I knew about the restaurant going in, so I'd expected to spend a certain amount of money. But the fact that I was able to save some definitely enhanced the experience. I'm sure for them it's going to bring in an entire client base of people who's never tried that style of food or who haven't ventured to Evanston to try seafood with a French twist to it.
All right. Well, Erica, what'd you think?
I love you, Elaine. I promise I do. It just didn't do it for me, like across the board. Maybe it's because I do live in the city, and to go up to the suburbs is I tend to look to the city for those good restaurants, and for the value, it just didn't cut it for me. I thought the staff was really attentive. It was kind of quiet, and there wasn't a lot of people there, so I felt like everyone could hear my conversation, which was a little uncomfortable. And the decor was kind of bizarre. All around, there wasn't one thing that I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And for the price point, I wanted that. This is amazing.
To me, it's like old-fashioned because it's a fine dining experience where you're not rushed. I had halibut with a Cabernet sauce and fresh, tiny vegetables around it. It was very good. And my salad was outstanding. Roasted beets, 3 colors of beets, red, yellow, and orange, sliced thinly with warm goat cheese on arugula. It was really good with a sherry vinaigrette.
Erica, what did you have for your meal?
I started off with a salad that had, I can't remember exactly what was on it, but it had a ton of prosciutto and manchego. And it had some almonds, and the salad was good. I loved all the flavors of the salad. Everything went really well, but I kind of felt that the size of everything didn't really work because everything was cut very large. So that's just like a personal preference of my own. And then I had the venison, and I thought it was okay. Nothing that really blew my mind. My husband had the salmon, and he liked the salmon. He loved it.
See, for me, the one thing that was amazing was the dessert. And anyone that knows me knows that I hate dessert. So it threw me off. It was like an apple tart
That's
thing
what I had.
that was
I did like that.
absolutely delicious. It kind of, in my head, changed my opinion of the dining experience because I never rate desserts first.
What do you think of the wine list? They have over 900 selections.
To me, if you're going to buy the $3,000 or $4,000 bottle of wine that's on there, I would want to have a better meal with it. And I didn't think that they had much as far as if I wanted a glass of wine and my husband wanted a cocktail. Like, I thought that there were portions if you just wanted a glass. There was a tiny selection for that, whereas if we had ordered a bottle, we would have a lot more opportunity.
So, Greg, deal or no deal? Would you go back?
If I lived in Evanston, I would go back. You know, like she said, I think it's the kind of place that you go to for special occasions once or twice a year. That's just because of the price point. I think there's other seafood restaurants that have a bit livelier of an atmosphere, and that's just something that I look for when I go out to dinner, especially with groups.
All right, Elaine, you picked Oceanique. Sum it up for us.
A place where you can get a fine dining experience for a very special occasion without leaving the suburbs.
All right. Erica?
If you do live in the suburbs and you don't want to travel down in the city, then it's a place for you.
All right, Greg.
I think it's a great place to go for a perfectly cooked fish.
All right, well, you can try Chef Mark's creations for yourself at Oceanique, 505 Main Street in Evanston, 847-864-3435. They're open for dinner Monday through Saturday. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $55.